This week's challenge was abstract photography. There were quite a few challenges involved, as in, how do you make something abstract and take a photograph of it, I think is the better way to say it. And I think I did a fairly good job of creating some abstract art, and this one particular photo seemed to be a favorite. Hey, I'm excited about photography, and I hope you are too, so let's learn together. The image that I got the most compliments on was this one, actually, in full screen, and I'm just going to show you how I did it with a copy of the original. This was the side of a glass of water with bubbles in it, and I thought it would be kind of cool to take a picture of it, whatever. So editing, looking at this, the first impression of the image itself is it's not that great. It's heavy on the white on the right side. There's a big black line, so there's gonna have to be some cropping going on here. I took a chance, did the standard lens correction, did a little auto, see what transpires there, and then went down to the cropping 16:9, and I just kind of pulled this over, and I thought it was just a little too heavy on the bokeh bubbles on the right side, so I thought I'd get rid of them, bring this all the way down till they're almost out of frame, and wanted to get more of the clear bubbles in. And then I decided by hitting 0 you can rotate through the different thirds, rules of thirds I guess it is, and I started noticing that there's some decent little patterns at the cross sections of each of these, and of course the spiral, I was like, this is kind of cool. If I can get one of the bubbles in the spiral, that's kind of cool. So if I rotate back through these, I'm still getting decent lower thirds white, middle third is that gray area, more black on top. I don't know what this third really does, but it still looks kind of cool that it's segmenting it. Here it's a different shape, and of course out to the spiral going into that bubble there. Like it. But we're starting to see some of these white little splotches over here on the side, so what I wanted to do was take the highlights down a little bit, and whites, make them a little, just a touch darker, but the shadows I wanted to get really dark, and then bring that black into real darkness. But I needed to not lose it, because if you go completely dark, I mean you start losing some definition up here in some of these bubbles that almost look like ball bearings, which is kind of cool. So if we bring that back just a little bit, that's not too bad. And if we play with the clarity, we blow it right out, kind of brings in some of it, but the dehazing gets it that little bit more blackness in there, which is nice. So we might be able to pull some of this back. This actually might be too much clarity. Bring this somewhere about there. If we go too much with it, we might start losing some of that. Does that still do that? Oh, nope, that didn't do nothing. Oops. Wrong thing. There you go, bubbles. Or ball bearings, depending on how you want to look at it, with some heavy bokeh going on in the background. There you have it. Okay, that's it for this video, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. I post a weekly video, so be sure not to miss next week's video by hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell. Feel free to leave a comment below, and we'll see you next week.